showing you. We got them talking about some real stuff, and so we couldn't not play it because it was just too good not to play. So anyway, so that's why it's gonna look a little different, but anyway, enjoy.
Well, that's what you can also practice.
I'll work on it.
More now that we're in the group here, more pairs. But if it's like one-on-one,
I'm sure.
yeah, it's like you were saying, you're more comfortable in front of people, you know, you're working with you around me. But being up in front of other people you don't know, that's completely good.
I'm actually okay with that. I'd rather be in front of strangers.
That's
I'm comfortable with that. I can do it.
Because nobody
never see them again.
No, seriously, I've done stuff. I'll stand up and make sure my own testimony.
Oh, you got right in the acting mode. You put that paper down, you bump it, you got to feel like.
He said roll down.
Well, I mean, I know that testimony is important because people want to know what is this program doing. From somebody who's lived through a hard life to like something like this.
You're right about the way you making a confession, and other people who might be looking at the program might see this and maybe might get a little something out of it just by listening to somebody who's been in the program.
Yeah, but it's like one time, and somebody asked me, you're in the program? I said, yeah, I'm in the program. And I hear somebody else, that program sucks. Yeah, I can do it. I can't do it. You'd rather be a quartermaster and do that. You're the job. You know, don't go nowhere, though. Like you tell me. Yeah, but I got a report right every day. What do you got?
And they're working a whole lot harder than you are, believe me. Yeah, that's right. They're working a whole lot harder.
I gotta be right here. I go there every morning, and I'm going over there. How many roaches?
Some of them knew that we were recording, right? And they're just gonna step back.
Back there, like.
Yeah, Marcos are just sitting there like, I'm not gonna say nothing. Marcos knew it was recorded. Yeah.
So that was our project. I'm going to invite somebody up to speak who is not a current graduate, but is a previous graduate from our 7th class. Some of you, I think a lot of you have probably seen him around campus. He used to speak during our tours, so anybody who's been on a tour has probably seen him. We are very, very proud of Eugene. I don't want to give him too much of I don't want to ruin, I don't know what he has to say, so I don't want to ruin it, but we are very proud of him. He is working now, and so he got up a little bit early so we could be here and be with you guys and support. So, Eugene Boger, come on up.
How y'all doing? Welcome, everyone. I thought I'd come and speak since two other graduates came and spoke at my graduation, Henry and Eugene. So I'll start with Henry. My theme is persistence. Henry was very persistent in what he did. He must have put in about 100 interviews, 100 applications. He's a server. And he's been on several interviews, and he's got over 16 years of serving experience. And I was asking him, man, ain't you getting discouraged? He said, no, I'll just keep putting in applications. And finally, he got that one call, or that one interview, and he went to Mimi's Cafe, and they hired him. So he's right there working right now at Mimi's Cafe. Then we got Eugene Clifford. He went to Pitt. He graduated from Pitt. He volunteered down in North Vista for a month and a half. Then they hired him there. So he was persistent in that aspect. And then we got myself, okay? So I must have put in about 50 applications from Jimmy John to Chipotle to Sonic to anything. Even if it's an application for a dog walker, I'll probably go for that. I wanted a job so bad. And Albert and Nicole made a decision, and we made a apprenticeship, and they sent me to Culinary Academy to further make me marketable. I was a server. Instead of having a food handler's card, you get a serve safe card, the manager's card. So it was a week training, 4 classes, and then on the 5th day you take the test. It's been 40 years since I've been in school. So I was real nervous about that. So you had, there was 90 questions and you could only miss 20. When I took the test, I wasn't so sure. I was telling Ms. Johnny I was so nervous about it. Going to the computer, seeing if I passed or passed. And then it finally came through and I passed. And so I'm service safe manager. Certificate. I got that. Like they were saying, I do the tours. And when I was doing the tours, telling my story, it was Councilman Greer, the 4th Ward councilman. He was here, and his secretary, Ms. Kelly Woods. I told him my story, and at the end, he gave me a card and say, anything I can help you with, just let me know. Say, I faxed my resume to him. He got back with me a week later, and they got me an interview at the D Casino. So when I went to that interview, I had to do 4 interviews at the D, one every week. And the month of July. And then I got another call from the 4 Queens as a server. And I went to that one interview. And the lady was real nice, Benny Jacobson was her name. So a month went by, and all of a sudden, I'm getting kind of stressed out. I got high blood pressure. I run out my blood pressure medication. Went up to Smith's and got my prescription, and on the way back, I'm going to stop at Silver Nugget and fill out an application. And then all of a sudden, the phone rang. Here's H&R calling from the D. Say, well, can you come to orientation Wednesday? I said, sure, I'll be there. And then about 20 minutes later, 4 Queens called. And next week they wanted me to come for the orientation. So in that aspect, I got 2 possible jobs in one day. So I'm insisting on that aspect. So what I do at the D, I've never done before. The public area supervisor, that's the supervisor. Server, so I was serving there, so I was still working both of those jobs. You know, 4 Queens is on board, that's when I'm needed. But the full-time job is at the Golden Gate. So my message to you guys is just stay persistent. Sooner or later, everything will fall in place. Now, if you can stand up for a moment, yeah. Transforming lives since 1941, and we're proof positive of that. All right.
Done that before I'm coming out. I'm big graduate. So we wouldn't be able to do this program if it wasn't for the support from campus. All the managers, directors, VPs, thank you so much for being here today and for allowing our guys to be in your sections and taking the time to work with them and teach them something new. So thank you so much for that. We really wouldn't be able to do that, and have 9 classes if it wasn't for the vision of our CEO, Deacon Tom. Deacon Tom, would you come up and say a few words for us, please?
as I sat and listened to your stories and I watched the videos, there's a phrase in the Bible that really strikes me that I think epitomizes what you have each done here in your journey and where you are going from here. So I'm going to read just a couple of these verses because I really think they capture the essence of where you are today and where you're going. And this is, to frame this a little bit, this is from the New Testament. This is right before Jesus is going through his suffering and eventual death and resurrection. And so this is when he's with his disciples, his 12 guys, right, for one of the last times. And he's trying to send a message to them. And I thought much about that as I thought you're in one way making a transition here, going from being inside the program to the next step. And so there's a beautiful phrase and story about what happened to Jesus and his guys that I thought I would share with you. So I'm going to read a couple of verses from the Bible. It says, before the feast of Passover, Jesus knew that his hour had come to pass from this world to the Father. He loved his own in the world, and he loved them to the end. The devil had already induced Judas to hand him over, so during supper, fully aware of what the Father had put everything into his power, that he had come from God and was returning to God, he rose from the supper and took off his outer garment. Then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and dried them with the towel around his waist. He came to Simon Peter and said to him, Master, are you going to wash my feet? Jesus said to him, what I am doing now you will not understand, but you will understand it later. Peter said, you will never wash my feet. Jesus answered him, unless I wash you, you will have no inheritance with me. Jesus said, whoever has bathed has no need except to have his feet washed. Jesus said, do you know what I've just done for you? You call me teacher and master, and rightly so, for indeed I am. Therefore, as your teacher and master, since I have washed your feet, you must wash each other's feet. I have given you a model to follow, so that if I have done for you, you should do for others. What you have done during this program is you have washed the feet of many of the people that come here every day for help and hope. So you have been the teachers. You've been the teachers to those that perhaps guys that you know that are on the street and women that have ridiculed you and have given you grief for being in this program. And then there are the people that come here just like you do because they're looking for a place that they can change their life. And you have been the teachers by what you have done in volunteering in the ELP program or in the kitchen and anywhere on the campus. You are teaching others that you are giving back to some that you have shared. You today are also our teachers, because what you have taught us today is, the message we just heard from Eugene is, persistence gets you up your own ladder. Right? Everybody's ladder is a little different. You have to climb up your ladder on your own pace. And we all have slid down our ladders once in a while. And what you've done is you've got back up on that ladder, and you've chosen not to allow any mistakes that you've made or the sins that you've made. And I will tell you, standing here, I have both hands up because I am a sinner. I have made my share of mistakes. I have done things that I'm not very proud of. I've said things in my life that I'm not very proud of. What you have taught us today is if you stay persistent, you realize that you are never alone. And so that would be the message that I would give you to carry on. As you have become both the recipient of the gifts of the teachers and the master, God himself, that allows this agency to survive, you have also provided that gift of teaching to others by what you've said and what you have done. And I encourage you to continue to be and carry that example with you. Remember that you are not alone. God willing, we're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to be here doing this work. And I would ask you to think about others in your circle of influence, that when the time is right, you extend that invitation to say, come and see. And as you move through your life in the next chapters, and the success that I know you will achieve, remember that you also are the teachers that wash the feet of others. And by your gift of hard work, perseverance, and remembering that you're not alone, you are giving back to those that are around you. And that is the message of hope that you have shared with us today. Because you have given us the renewed sense of hope that what you do and what you've accomplished is just the beginning. So let me invite the 7 of you to stand up here, if you would, please, and face your colleagues. Just get into a straight line. And I'm going to, if it's okay with you, I'm going to offer a blessing over each of you. And I'm going to ask everyone, if they'd like to extend your right hand with me and bless these gentlemen. Kind and loving Father, we come to you today with grateful hearts. We come with wonderful anticipation on the future of these gentlemen and the lives that they will lead going forward, as you help them continue to climb their ladder. Give them your peace and your grace. Give them your perseverance and your love. And Lord, always keep hope alive in their hearts, so that they may also be hope to others. May God bless us all. Father, and Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to echo what Albert said. Thank you, everybody that's here. Thank you so much for always supporting us. Not always by working with these gentlemen to help them along and teach them some new skills, or just wholeheartedly support them. So thank you for supporting us, though, by being here. This is a really nice turnout, and we really, really appreciate your support. It means a lot. So thank you for that. So we're going to start the ceremony now. Oh, Stephen. So Mr. Stephen, please come up. Never mind, forget the ceremony. Just kidding. Stephen's going to do a speech for us before we go.
Don't skip me up here. I'll start with what this program has given me. A lot of things have been taken away from my life because my daughter was killed in a car accident. Drunk driver ran through a red light, hit her side of the car, killed her on impact. About 8 months later, my mother died of cancer. My mom and my dad were married for almost 35 years. They were my best friends in my family. About 6 months after my mom passed away, I hadn't heard from my dad in a few days, so I go check on him. My dad took his own life, and I found him. So I turned into a lot of depression, drugs, drinking, horrible decisions. That's on me. That's not what my family would have wanted, but that's what I chose to do. I left Florida, came to Vegas. No drugs or alcohol out here, I'm sure, right? That's not right. But by those choices, I ended up here. And it's for the grace of God I ended up here, because it's given me purpose. It's given me accomplishment. Besides, as I'm finishing this program, I'm doing it for my family. And I finished this program, graduating. I feel like I have the Duke family. I've got brothers right here graduating with me. I've got brothers upstairs that are just starting. Brothers up there like Eugene that's already graduated, that's doing good, that's been an inspiration for all of us, not just me. And if it wasn't for this program, if it wasn't for the help that they've given me, I could very easily just be sitting on Four Master looking at you guys. These guys are fools, what are they doing? They're bettering their lives. I'm bettering my life. I'm full-time employed. I'm a manager at a call center, so if I or somebody else calls you at dinner time, don't yell at us, I apologize. But it's honest work, I'm doing right. And it's a lot of things to this program, to Paul, to Johnny, to Nicole, to everybody, is when I'm having a bad day, these guys are able here to come talk to me, let me know that it's going to be all right and get through it. And it's a day-by-day thing. It's not an easy choice to get into this program because you're throwing away everything that you knew to start something completely different. And at least for me, it was definitely worth it. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. So thank you, Stephen. Thank you to all of you guys again for being here. That goes to show that these guys go through a lot before they get to us. And we're really proud of them. Darn it! We're really proud of them, and they've done so much, and I know that they have all gone through their own struggles before they've come to us. And it's truly an honor to be part of this portion of their lives so that we can help them in whatever way we can to get them to that next level. So, if I can stop looking. So I'd like to invite Devin up, if that's okay. We're going to start the ceremony now. Devin is from the Senator's office, so we have some certificates. So what we're going to do is I'm going to invite these gentlemen up alphabetically. So this doesn't mean that anybody's a favorite, it's just better if you do it on purpose. Nobody gets to do it. You okay? Okay, because you're first. Stephen Anderson, congratulations.
Devin, you want to come over?
Next up, Marcos Franco. Jacob Thoreau. Raimundo Martinez.
Heller's office has always been so supportive of our program. And every time I go to Washington, or if I need to go see Senator Heller, he's always available to us and helps us in so many ways. And so Devin, on behalf of Catholic Charities and our gentlemen, I invite you to say a few words, and please thank the Senator for, and all your colleagues for your support of our programs and our mission. Thank you.
I'm going to try to get through my comments. Always coming to Catholic Charities, especially for these graduations, is such I just get so many emotions when I'm here. Because there's nothing like the power in this room, the power from you men, and what you've accomplished. And this is a really special group and a really special day today. Thank you for sharing your stories. They're really powerful. I think I'll say that we've had a good route. The ceremony was very well rounded. We've heard where you come from. You're seeing where you're at here today. And thanks to Eugene, we are able to see where you're going. And it's good. It's a good future. And on behalf of Senator Heller and our office here, we're here to help you in any way that we can. So I have my cards. I'll give one to each of you. Please don't be a stranger to our office. Please reach out. If there's anything we can do for you. Even if you just want to call and tell us your story a little bit more detailed, we'd love to hear it and love to pass along everything you've done to the Senator, because he really is so proud of you and so grateful for everything you're doing to make our community better. Because when you better yourself, you really are bettering the community for everyone. So thank you. Congratulations.
With the 7 gentlemen, would you guys extend your right hand with me so I can bless Devin and her child? Would you help me do that? We ask you, kind loving God, to bless your daughter, bless this beautiful child, this youngest of your children. May God give you safe blessing, safe delivery, and happiness and health. May God keep you safe always. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Devin.
Okay.
Take a
So-
group picture.
Group picture? Okay, come on.
Everybody take